final round of Fanatec GT World Challenge Europe brings us to Barcelona. It's a 54-car entry. It is absolutely dripping with the stars of international GT racing, and the perfect way to round out the season is in prospect.
Hey guys, Rory Alexander here and welcome to the beautiful Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. We're here for the final round of the GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup, alongside which runs the SRO Esports Sim Pro Series. We've been following McLaren Veloce for the last 4 rounds. The racing, well, we've had highs and lows, but the action has been fantastic throughout. We've got George Boothby back in the car for this one, fresh off his Sprint Series Championship, so expectations are high. While we've got the opportunity as well, we want to take a look to see how this series can shape the future of esports and how this platform can push sim racers to the real thing.
It has been glorious, very hot weather all weekend, and drivers talking about the heat in the cars and also tyre degradation as well around this circuit. And of course, temperatures now a little bit cooler than they'll have to face come the race later in the day.
So I am here with Spa 24-hour winner and Optimum driver Charlie Pack. Charlie, how have you been since we last spoke to you?
Very good. The title sounds nice as well, and rightly so. But yeah, I've been really good, thanks. It's been a long time since we last seen each other. We've had many GT Open races as well. That's another championship I do with Sam, and then obviously we had Nürburgring as well. So highs and lows as always, but yeah, been really good and looking forward to end the season hopefully on a high.
You've done some practice. How's that gone for you?
Yeah, we think so far so good. Really hard to sort of know where you are because the degradation here is so high. So sometimes if you're on a good tyre, you think you're top of the world, and then the next time you're absolutely rock bottom. So really difficult, but I think we just keep our heads strong and just think, yeah, when it comes to race time, we'll be okay.
Perfect. And obviously that's on track, but off track, you've been in the Fanatec arena doing the sim racing stuff. Last time we spoke, didn't go too well for you, but things have been going better, right?
Yeah, to be fair, Luke Whitehead, who's been absolutely brilliant, he's been helping me, coaching me, and he's been sort of instrumental and the only reason why I'm doing well. So yeah, finished 6th yesterday. I don't want to be that guy, but should have had a podium if it wasn't for hitting another car, which is my fault. But no, I've actually been enjoying it, and it's quite good fun, and it felt like the hour didn't go as long this time.
Oh, right,
I actually felt like I knew what I was doing, which is good. So shame it was the last one now, because I almost feel like I'm getting somewhere.
So yeah, for next year, I guess, will you put more, not effort into it, but you know, will it be more kind of like on the agenda as part of the series, if you like, because it's played such a big part now, right?
Massive. And not only do we get obviously a financial element with a good prize money, but it makes it a big difference for the teams championships as well. You get some points as well for the team. So not only is that a big aspect into me wanting to do more, but I also enjoy it. So for sure, I'll definitely do a lot more next year. And like I said, actually, it's quite good fun.
George, you're coming here off the back of your SRO Sprint Series Championship. Congratulations. You must be incredibly confident following that coming into here, right?
Yeah, obviously it just, it gives you that boost to know that, okay, I can do this. It's different obviously online compared to LAN, different equipment, different environment, but I feel like I can do it. It's just a matter of adapting to that, and then, we should be good to go.
And I was actually going to say that. Obviously, you won your championship at home, but now we're here in Barcelona at a LAN event. What are the different challenges that you get from a LAN event from being in your own environment at home?
I think when you're at home, it's like your own comfort zone, Everything's just around you that you need, whereas here, some people might think the pressure of everyone being around or just not being at home. But I'm sort of used to this with me doing Guitaro back in the day, so I've done a lot of LAN stuff, I've done a lot of live stuff, so I don't really feel that pressure. It's just adapting to the equipment. That's the main thing for me.
And do you think being at these events will make you a better sim racer coming to things like this?
Oh, definitely. It's all about adapting to pressure, because anyone can set a fast lap. Can you do it on the day? And that's the thing that lots of people struggle with. So if you can do it here, you can do it anywhere.
Perfect. Well, thanks a lot, George. Best of luck. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
It is going to be an incredibly exciting and somewhat warm race. The pressure is probably the greatest it's been in their career.
Well, guys, I'm here with Nicolai, Garage 59 driver. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for choosing to spend a bit of time with us today. We appreciate it. You've had some activity around the championship yesterday with the esports race that you had to do. Is this the first championship where you've had to do racing on the track and in the sim?
Yes, it's definitely the first time I've tried it, and it's something to push for, especially after COVID in this championship. It is very competitive, and I think it's getting growingly competitive as well.
Do you think for next season or throughout this season, I mean, I know you've been working with Luke a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that something you will ramp up for next season to give you the best chance possible, do you think?
I think what we did with Luke was good. I was quite impressed with how little we got out from just the tiny little tweaks and bits that he knew, because, well, having driven in real life, we know roughly, like we know the tracks, we know how to drive a car, but you can gain quite a lot of performance in a little bit of extra work. I think this year we've already proven with just the rate of development in our little team, a little bit of investment like that goes a long way.
Do you reckon if you gave him the keys to one of these, he could drive it with how good he is as a sim racer? Do you think there's that relatable skill?
I think I actually had the honor of racing with James Baldwin at Spa. So he had obviously done quite a bit in a real car before. He did a full season beforehand, and before that I think he did a little bit single seaters as well. I think the sim is generally quite stable conditions. So if you send him out and everything was right, he could do a very competitive lap time. I was quite surprised by that. The one thing I think is hard to learn on a sim is all the variation. You get the track temperature increasing or decreasing massively, and it has a very big impact on the cars.
It's fascinating to get your perspective, you know, a real race driver, talking about a sim driver and just the comparisons there. But we'll end it there. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to a glorious Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya as we get ready for the championship decider. The tension in the Fanatec Arena is incredible.
How's it going? Yeah, good. Much better than the last rounds, right? So what are we at the moment? 1/10 off with.
Yeah, right now we're at 10th off. My lap wasn't fully demonstrated of my pace, so I feel like we've got the pace to be up there, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of performance. So quality's going to be crazy. As you can probably tell by the way I look right now, it's
hot.
a billion degrees.
I'm sweating and I'm not even doing anything.
It's
So
really warm, so you know, mistakes are going to happen. You're going to see some really clumsy stuff in the race, I reckon, but it's just part of the environment. You've got to adapt.
how is the McLaren here?
It is really good, to be honest. I think what's helping me this round is I've made the McLaren like my main car at home that I drive all the time. So I've also got the equipment at home, so it's so natural to just jump in and just do the times that I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
So is it the quickest? Don't think it's the quickest, but it's enough to compete, and that's what we need.
The atmosphere here in the Fanatec Arena is absolutely electric. 9 cars in contention and just one race to decide a title.
Here's the grid then. Niels Sneljoks on the pole position. Alongside him are the Ferrari of Chris Hartveld.
George Boothby for Veloce McLaren is 4th on the grid, the number 55 McLaren, the quickest of the McLaren brand.
Right, so here we go then. This is it. We're here for the finale. 60 minutes left of this SRO Sim Pro Esports race. George has qualified in P4, much better than we've seen before, only 1/10 off of the pole sitter, the BMW. So they're lined up here, ready to go to rolling start.
This season.
Fingers crossed, this could be a good one.
For the final time this season, the SRO Esports Sim Pro Series, powered by Rafa Racing, is go. We've got a green flag and we've got 2,400 drivers for the charge down into T1.
They're 3 wide going down into turn number 1. George's got to be careful here because they're 4 wide.
Oh, there's a Mercedes that we see in the background as well, trying to find their way through. Slight contact with Hartveld.
Where's George? You just got to get through this first corner.
Will he stay on the track? Yes, he does. George Boothby gives him a little nudge.
George has done it. A Ferrari's gone wide. He's going to rejoin in the lead, but he's going to have to give that back up.
Well, it was an amazing start, wasn't it, from Boothby? The first phase of his start round the outside looks like he was going to go up to second. He's actually been shuffled back to 5th position now.
George is P5, so he's dropped a place, but we've got such a long way to go yet.
And into by round goes the Williams in the middle of the pack as well.
George is involved. Where's George? Where's George? Where's George?
Number 555, massive for the championship, further contact.
Oh, it's crashing all over the place. This is not ideal. I don't know if George has escaped it, but there's multiple cars.
That's Tobias Gronwald. That is our championship leader with heavy damage on the opening lap.
Multiple cars have just been taken out. Let's see where everything settles down.
I think Tanitsa was facing the wrong direction as well. He was.
This is absolutely incredible. Several of our star drivers, our championship challengers, are in massive trauma.
George's pit, so that means he would have had massive damage.
David Tanitsa is getting his shoes back on and he's out of this race.
As has been the theme for the whole season, it seems. We've been involved in the mess at the start and we paid the price.
Tanitsa's going home. He's got his bag and he is heading back to the hotel. He is very, very frustrated with this.
So, George, before we get into this, right, let's put some context into this. SRO sprint champion.
Yeah.
The highest ever position we've qualified in, P4.
Yeah.
And things were looking good, right? So
They were
let's
looking really good.
So things weren't bad until some bad luck. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, quali went pretty good. I think there was a bit more in the car, but yeah, I guess everyone says that, right?
Yeah.
It was just, it's one of the most unlucky races I think I've ever had. It sucks, but it's just part of racing. I always try and look back and see like what I could have done differently, how I could have approached things differently, because that's the only way you can grow from stuff like this. And to be honest, like, it's just wrong place, wrong time. I wish I could take something from it and apply it to other races, but I did everything I could. I made, I tried to avoid it when I could. I think maybe because it's a live event, people lose their head a bit more, and it's meant like some championships have been lost today because people have crashed. So it's just unfortunate we got caught up in it. I know what I could have done. It's just one of them things.
Yeah.
Move on, and let's absolutely give Mel next time.
But of course, actually, you're not leaving, or we are not leaving empty-handed. I'm having a bit of this as well.
We got something here. We got
But
some
what's this,
prize.
21st overall, €900.
Yeah.
Beers are on George, it would
Take
seem.
that.
It has been a sensational year of racing. We've had drama, we've had crashes, we've had excitement, overtakes, and a very worthy champion.
Well, the grid absolutely heaving. 54 cars, all the drivers, VIPs, mechanics, everybody down there, it feels like, with the different pole positions for the classes represented by the position boards as well. So there's going to be an awful lot to keep tabs on over the next 3 hours.
So we've managed to grab Nicolai for just 2 seconds before the race gets underway. You're not in your overalls. So what's going on with that?
It's too hot to change already. I'm doing the middle stint, so we've got Benji in to start the race. So I'm probably going to go back and change a bit later. It's a bit warm up here for the overalls. There's no need for that. But yeah, so that's why I'm not quite ready yet. I'm only doing the middle stint.
Perfect. And how did quali go for you guys? I see you P10 overall. How do you feel about that? Good, bad, indifferent?
I think around Barcelona with 54 cars, 4.5 kilometers, it says that there's going to be a big problem with traffic, and I think we got it better than some and worse than others. I think ultimate qualifying pace was better than this, but also there's many people who had worse traffic than us. So at the end of the day, it's all about trying to optimize the average of the three, and then we'll see what we can do now. The tyre degradation is going to be massive in the race, so maybe we can move forward a bit.
Perfect. Well, best of luck. Thank you very much. We'll be keeping an eye. Hopefully catch up with you after the race. Best of luck. Thank you very much. So we're here on the grid, one of the busiest grids that I've seen actually through all the races that we've been to, and that car right there is a car that I have somehow got a seat in for the parade lap. So we'll be going out first, taking the cars around the track, peeling off, and then the cars will be starting the final race of the season. And I've got a GoPro in my hand because I'm going to take everyone with me. Thanks, mate. See you in a bit. So the calm before the storm. I've never been in a supercar before, let alone at Catalunya, with 55 GT3 cars, angry GT3 cars behind me. This is a bit surreal at this point, but don't worry, I'm in safe hands. I'm in safe hands, aren't I?
Yes.
And the grid is being cleared. In the background there you heard the klaxon sound, the 1 minute board be shown, the engines are fired, and the rolling lap, formation lap, is imminent, John.
Right, it's time to go.
Yes, so all 54 cars will begin to roll down this long pit straight. You have to think 54 cars going into turn 1 and 2. There'll be cars scattering all over the place.
Oh, my head has been pushed back. Coming down towards turn number 1 here. Heavy on the brakes down to turn number 1. That acceleration was ferocious. That's one thing you do not get on the sim. This is insane. 55 GT3 cars behind us right now. Coming through the Castrol curve here. I've done this so many times in the sim. I get it wrong every time. The pole sitter behind us, the Ferrari. Late apex into here, and then we'll open it up. I think you can still see more cars over the other side. That's the size of this field. What you don't realise is the undulations and the G-forces. That's something you don't get in the sim. Even at relatively slow speeds, it is insane. Oh wow, this is incredible. It's like a childhood dream, like I'm leading the race. Look at them all. We're coming through the final, or the penultimate corner here, and then we're going to peel off into the pit lane, and then the start of the final race of the Fanatec GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup is going to get underway. Behind me, a 55 GT3 is ready to go. This real race is accelerating again, and they're going to go. Oh my word. Oh, incredible. Incredible.
Lights go green, blast off here in Spain. The Ferraris get good starts.
There they go. You can hear them. We're just pulling up now. That was something. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yes,
thank
no
you.
problem. Pleasure.
Oh. Yeah, it's like it's a bit of a dream. I've never been in a supercar before. I've never been in Catalonia before. Never even go to circuits really. So yeah, it's all hit me a little bit. I don't really know what to say.
What's happening to the rear tower? Right rear tower has disappeared from the inception. Charlie Fag behind the wheel, and is he going to pull and stop?
That's the first tyre drama we've had. Full course yellow is coming. That's Charlie Fagg's car limping on off-road. So he's lost 2 laps limping round. And it's going to be a third at least before he gets into the pit lane. So poor old Charlie Fagg, big disappointment, because of course that McLaren came into this race chasing for gold honours. And on that safety cars breed safety cars point that we often utter, there's a yellow flag in the middle sector.
Right, so we're about 50-ish minutes into the race now. Nicolai's about to go in. There's been a safety car because of a spinner. I think it was Rossi actually. So there's now a hive of activity in the pit lane as people take this opportunity to get a quick win with a pit stop while under the safety car.
With 9 minutes to go to the end of the hour, we could have 1 or 2 heading for the pits under the full course yellow. Well, here they are. Look, very early indeed.
So it's going to take a few laps for this all to filter its way through, but in effect we should expect to see Robert Schwartzman lead the race.
So after a hive of activity, because of the full course yellow, it wasn't a safety car, it was a full course yellow, so as good as. Nicolai is now in the car, and they look like they've come out after all of that in P8. So up 2 positions after an hour, things are looking good.
So it is going to be a Ferrari win, isn't it? Checkered flag is at the ready. The Ferraris come through. Nicholas Nielsen comes across the line ahead of Antonio Fuoco, and then to win bronze is Eddie Chiba.
Nicolai, how was that?
It was all right, yeah.
Yeah, happy?
Yeah, I think we had the pace for a bit more, but
Yeah.
all clean race. So.
P8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't top 10, and then obviously celebrations
Yeah.
for the sister car.
Yes, with the championship. I think they got the championship. Looks like it.
Yeah, they look very happy. Well, congratulations anyway, P8. Thank you for your time this weekend. We appreciate it. Hope we see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the bronze winners for 188, the Garage 59 team, Enrique Chavez, Louis Pret and Miguel Ramos, they win bronze in the race.
Mark, how was that?
Awesome.
Yeah, what
Well,
does that
good day.
what does that mean to McLaren?
Oh, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What a great day that we've had this. We've had Leeds in the GT4, the trophy series, the finale there.
Yeah.
It was an absolute great day, yeah. Couldn't be prouder.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What do you think the team will be thinking right now?
Yeah, awesome weekend. So it's good. Long, hard season.
Yeah.
We continue. again over the rest of the world. So yeah, great result.
Great advert for the McLaren brand, right?
In fairness, you know, it's you know, Go 59, it's Elite, it's all the teams, our customer racing teams around the world, and also, you know, it's everyone back at Woking. So yeah, awesome result.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for the access to all of the teams. You know, we wouldn't have had it without you guys. So thank you so much. Well, hopefully this isn't the end,
I was
right?
going to say, hopefully we do it all again next year. Don't
Thank
we?
you, Mark. We appreciate it.
with
Thank you so
guys
much.
as well, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
As the sun begins to set behind myself and the McLaren race centre behind me, there, look. We're trying to finish this. Then obviously, you know, we've had such a great time with the guys at McLaren who we've got to know. We've had such a good time with the esports, you know, side of things, and then how close that is to the actual racetrack. And then from a personal standpoint, kind of traveling around Europe at some of the most incredible tracks in the world is something I never thought I would do, and something that I will never forget. And yeah, I just, in closing, I just hope it's not the last time that I get to do this. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you very soon.